The remote East Kimberley was effectively cut off from the rest of Australia in 2020 to protect its Indigenous population from COVID-19. But with borders now open, the area is swarming with holidaymakers. Our reporter Eliza Borrello joined those making the trip to Kununurra, 33 hours north of Perth.
The kitchen at Parry Creek Farm is flat out.
We're running on grey power. We've got Amanda's 34 and the rest of us are over 60. One of us is 79. They're all on wages. Obviously no one's volunteering or anything.
Table 2. Thank you.
And hooray for grey-headed old people.
But staff shortages in Kununurra have seen patients on either side of this bar wearing thin.
We put this up and the difference, the way that people treated our staff was absolutely amazing, and people didn't mind waiting rather than complaining.
The number of people in town couldn't be more different to early last year when, fearing Aboriginal people would be particularly vulnerable to COVID-19, the West Australian government cut the Kimberley off from the rest of the state.
We were all worried about COVID. At first we didn't know what it was.
Trying to protect elders, Dora Griffiths and her family moved to a remote community 70 kilometres away across the Northern Territory border. Staff from the local arts centre delivered food and painting supplies.
The driver just rang out and left it at the borderline, and then we'd go from the community to the borderline and pick up.
And children got to spend time with older relatives.
It gave them more skills and learned more about bush tucker and bush medicine. What does it taste like?
Like apple.
After all the challenges of 2020 and despite uncertainty remaining about when international borders will reopen, optimism is returning to this region, with some tourism operators even reporting a silver lining.
We're a lot tougher. It's a challenging part of the world in many respects anyway, but it's also a magnificent part and it's always had a strong sense of community. This has definitely tightened that up even further.
Michael McConaughey hopes it's also helped Australians pining for an overseas escape realise there's some pretty amazing things to see in their own backyard if they travel the extra mile. Eliza Borrello, ABC News, Kununurra.